Hi besties, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sandra First and I'm happy to have you here. Okay, long time no talk on personal branding and brand legacy. So let's talk about it. You all know that I just like coming in peace and with good wishes. When people make it look like I'm breaking tables. But let's talk on something today. These days, I realize that when people say they want to build a brand, next thing we see is content creation. Now, content creation is a major aspect of personal branding, but it's not the main thing. There's more to personal branding. So we're going to give an example. Yo, bring out your book, your bar, your pen. Time to jot things down. Okay, let's get right into it. Okay, shall we? Yes, we shall. So let's imagine Mama Giola. Mama Giola has a lovely family. She has two boys, two girls, a great family. And she's probably married for like 10 years. She wants to have fun online, but also want people to learn. Remember, brand building a legacy is all about intentionality. But she doesn't want to come off as a coach because you all know, you all know I've told you people not to give yourself label. However, she just really wants mothers and fathers, mostly mothers, to feel fulfilled, find themselves. She's found a hack towards getting her kids to participate in chores. Basically, found a hack for training kids, not losing yourself at the same time. Alright, so what would Mama Diola do? What should she do? Now she wants to build a brand. What should she do? Normally, what people would do is that they just come online and start creating content. No. The important thing to note is that when building a brand, there are several stakeholders you need to impress. Now, stakeholders are people who are important to your brand building and who can value your brand. People who you need to perceive your brand in a high in a high way, right? Have high regard for your brand. So now her stakeholders would be direct and indirect, right? So her direct stakeholders would be the consumers that would need the video that she's going to put out, whatever content she's going to put out. So let's say Mama Jada is maybe like 40 or let's say 35. Probably she married early. So mostly her audience would be maybe women between 25 to 40, really, because people marry whenever they want to marry these days. And the honest truth, like I always say, people are attracted to what is familiar, right? So definitely majority of her followers will be women who are looking to get married, women who are married, women who are waiting for childbearing, basically women interested in the whole family affair. Do you understand? Who love, who want help with raising their kids, women who just really maybe want fun date ideas or fun ideas for kids, or how to just incorporate the kids fun activities into house chores, right? So let's just assume that the age range of her target audience would be like, people marry early these days. So let's say the age range would be between 23 to let's say 35 or 40. Do you understand? Or 40. So now those will be her direct audience, her direct stakeholders. Direct because they're the ones who need immediate consumption of her content. However, there are other people that she will need to reach out to. So but for this direct audience, what should she do? She needs to understand their pain points. Women are usually forward thinkers, women are futuristic in plans and in purpose. So she will need to understand that some people are following her not because they have children yet or they are married yet, but because they are planning for the future. Do you understand? So her content should have like some future plans. So for example, oh, before I got married, I did these mistakes that I did, or misconceptions I had before married. I'm in marriage now. Do you understand? Things that are towards the future that could help people planning for the future. What I can do now to maximize my single life and all of that, right? That's shedding light from her own story. Do you understand? Another thing that she can do, kind of content she can put out, women love vulnerability, because women are empathetic. Most women, data shows that most women are empathetic in nature. So she will need to have a lot of empathy, not if I can, you can, you must. She needs to show empathy, show grace, because already women are usually harsh towards themselves, right? They are empathetic towards others, but they struggle to give themselves as much grace as they give to others. You understand? So she will need to be empathetic. She also needs to be vulnerable. Women are sort of emotional, so she will need to be vulnerable because vulnerability sort of connects everyone together. If they can't see that, oh, she struggled what they struggled with, it will be easier for them to trust her and like her. Do you understand? So content like that really are the content that her direct stakeholders will need, that she will use to impress her direct stakeholders. Now let's go to our indirect stakeholders. Who are her indirect stakeholders? Number one would be companies, organization, brands who we probably need her for brand spot and who should need for brand sponsorship partnership. Now, as a marketing, many people don't know, but actually, my 9 to 5 is marketing communications. I usually head marketing communications team, right? Now, so as a marketing communications professional, here's what I'll tell you. Personally, when I'm on the other side, trying to get influencers, quote and unquote, or people to work with, let me tell you what I do. I actually look for people who have a community. Now, number of followers is not the same as community. Many people have followers, they don't have community. Community are those that are truly, people who have community are those that truly have influence. People who, over time, we have seen track record. Do you understand? People over time we have seen track record of, oh, okay, they have influence. People genuinely love them. They don't just have numbers, but they are actually making influence in the lives of people. Do you understand? That is who we go out for. Now, how would Mama Diola appease us, the indirect stakeholders that are maybe brands or organizations? One, by being intentional about building a community. So she can probably have email newsletters where she shares intimate things. She can have maybe quarterly physical meetings. She can have IG live where they are all just bubbling and all of that, catching up. So like fun time, quiz, catch up, where mamas just come together to join. Maybe yearly retreat or getaway for mamas. Do you understand? Or women within a certain age range, and how she can now make us know that she has a community. Maybe for example, her open rate, as number of people open her emails are about 50 something percent. She can post about it, post about the number of email subscribers she already has, like maybe something like, oh my god, mamas, thank you for being here. If they send her DMs like, oh, we inspire you, or she can even start up questions in the DM. But now on, we understand that sometimes people fake it, sure. But questions in the DM, we also look at the comment section. Do you understand? How is the interaction? Like, are people actually really commenting? Is it like a whole community there? Are people, or people are just liking and going? You know, it's easier for people to like than for people to comment. So if people are really commenting and really laughing and actually really sharing in-depth thoughts, like it shows that truly they love this person, they value her, she's building influence. She can share details of the physical hangout, or this number of people came, the community is growing, share snippets from the IG live. Basically something to show brands that there's an interaction that is happening. Do you understand? Another indirect stakeholders, that's for brand and organizations. There are several brands and organizations that people need to appeal to, but why using Mama Diola as an example, it can differ depending on what your purpose is or what you want to build a personal brand on. Now let's look at other indirect stakeholders that many people do not look at: governments and governmental agencies. I always say this: to really build influence, you need to find a way to link up yourself with government agencies and governmental bodies. Why do I say so? Because there's a certain level of influence and respect that comes when governmental bodies begin to acknowledge and appreciate your work, and it's something I'm currently working on, right? Begin to appreciate your work. There's a certain level of reverence, right? A certain level of beauty, a certain level of value that's placed on you because governmental agencies are great. Now what can she do? So she can begin to teach women about since she's all about mamas fulfilling their purpose, so she can begin to teach companies, really like talk about labor laws that allow women to bring their kids, or labor laws concerning maternity and how mothers can prepare based on the labor laws, what mamas need to know concerning work rules, what mama needs to know concerning maternity leave. Do you understand this kind of thing? So different diverse maternity leave in different aspects can also encourage women to go into government positions, what they need to do, courses they can take, like courses they can take from home, remote courses they can take from home. Because I mean, mamas that are taking care of children most times is usually home, because Mama Diola, let's assume Mama Diola is a stay-at-home mom. So courses they can take from home to prep them for government knowledge in government, especially those that want to enter politics, parties, what they need to look out for before joining parties. She can actually be that broad, helping mama. So, and she can also look for an SDG basically that has to do with women to solve, like an SDG that her target niche, her target audience can get value from and begin to work with it. Basically, to impress your stakeholders, you need to find out what is common right now, what is something that the governmental bodies, agencies, global agencies, not just even Nigeria, anywhere, or not just the country that you're in, anywhere, what are they looking out for? When you find out and highlight all of these things, my goodness, you guys, it's now easier to begin to attract the right bodies. Can you now see that many of you, it's not brand that you have been building? Excuse me. So there are several stakeholders that you need to appease and look attractive to. It's beyond just dishing content. Now, content is great, but whatever content you dish out, make sure that this content are appealing both to your direct stakeholders and your indirect stakeholders. Do you understand? I'm giving you assignments now. You're going to tell me in the comment section who are your direct stakeholders, who your indirect stakeholders are, and who your direct stakeholders are, and tell me what you're building. I will go through as many as I can go through and let you know my chats on it. Thank you for watching. Till I come your way again, my name is Senora Voice. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Bye.